Squizzy finally decided to save what few people still care about her while she could, by owning up to her actions and apologizing to the world. After she was caught slapping her boyfriend around like a punching bag and it was exposed to the world. Let's not waste any time and just get right into it.
Hey, Ed, I want you to know that I'm sorry. I've been going to therapy for a bit. I'm still on that journey. I've seen progress myself, but I still want to push for more change. I'm sorry for not making that change earlier. It would have prevented so much pain that I've caused. I'm sorry.
It's crazy that when people get caught, all of a sudden they get so guilty and apologize in front of their millions of fans. I mean, you already messed up. We all know you're a psychopath. You might as well just double down and say, yeah, damn right, I gave him the good old Australian family reunion welcoming. And as for therapy, I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of therapies for those who've been abused by their girlfriends or boyfriends. But is there actually a stupid bitch boyfriend abusing therapy program that helps a lion Australian woman to protective members of society? The wonders of modern psychology never fail to amaze.
Ed had every right to post this because victims are allowed to talk about their abusers, especially if it'll help the healing process. I'm not saying that this fixes everything, of course. I just know it needed to be posted. This is all completely fair and justified. I felt like my private apology to Ed was sincere, but I get why it didn't come across that way, and my snap reaction was just me being a cunt.
You know, besides saying things like, I thought this would make things a little better, I thought my apology was sincere. Like, woman, you've been abusing your boyfriend for years and you suddenly had an epiphany right after you were caught? You're definitely on the right track insulting yourself, calling yourself a dumb hoe. If you were really sorry, you'd embarrass yourself further for amusement. I mean, come on, Squizzy, we want to see how bad you want to keep your fans. Go ahead and call yourself a stupid boomerang throwing Aussie and maybe we'd be more inclined to forgive you. You don't want to lose the rest of your fans, do you?
There's nothing I can do to undo the things I've done, and I'm disappointed, angered, and sickened of people with what I've done. I'm sorry. I don't want this to happen again. I look at the person I was a couple of years ago, and even if I have changed, those are my actions, and I understand that this is deserved. Actions have repercussions, and every bad decision I've ever made has hurt people.
I'm going to have to raise an objection to this because of an immediate lie she's trying to push by saying the abuse was a few years ago and implying she changed. In Punk Duck's exposing document, he showed the abuse lasted from 2019 until the back half of 2021, as seen here. There's even a text detailing the abuse in May of 2022 where it shows her true colors. Here's the date, May 27th, 2022.
I'm a whole foot shorter than you. Fucking do something about it.
And Punk Duck is over here saying, I would never lay a hand on you. Oh, and there's also this treat. I would have preferred you beat me instead of giving me a criminal record. Now, Squizzy, I'm not really as proficient in stupid bitch math as you are, but the back half of 2021 is a bit too close to say a few years, don't you think? Combined with the fact that you are saying that you've changed, you've made all these apologies, you've done all this, when in reality, in May of 2022, you were just saying, fuck you, you should have beat me up. But maybe she finally realized the error of her ways just a few months ago.
I know that no matter how much I change in the future, that I'll still be that same person in people's eyes. I'm sorry for all that. There isn't much more I can say. Other than that, I'm sorry.
Wow, hats up to you, Squizzy, for being able to change so quickly in such a little time, and all it took was the motivation of millions of fans potentially leaving you.
I'm gonna reflect on this for a long time and take a very, very long break. I'm not gonna come back till I'm better. I just hope that I can show that change clearly for people to see in the future.
Listen, Squizzy, you've already shown evidence that you haven't changed, and if losing your fanbase is what it takes for you to have an epiphany, you've already messed up. You really want to make this right? Start being honest for a change. Let's hear why you were so entitled to hit your own boyfriend. Show that you have remorse for your actions. And maybe stop trying to gaslight your own fans saying something like, the person I was years ago. Like, bitch, I just showed people what you were like a few months ago and you're still over here saying you've grown from it. You straight up said, I'd rather get beaten by you than catch a criminal charge. You are on crack. Stop trying to tell people what you think they want to hear. Just be honest for once, and only then will you find yourself having the ability to change. You can lie your way to getting what you want, but if you're rotten to the core, once people see who you really are, they'll turn on you. Maybe you can start by losing that incredible sense of entitlement you have, or get treatment for being a psychotic bitch. I think that anyone is capable of change. It's just that there's people that refuse to change, but love to act like they can when they're finally caught. Some people are so delusional, they think they don't need to change, and this is just another reminder why you shouldn't be one of those people. Reflect on your own actions and just try to be a little bit better than you were yesterday. Take your time though, and don't go insane over it. Thanks so much for watching, boys.